Testing, testing.
Hello there, my human. And I have to make an important choice. I can sit right here and endlessly farm runes until I die in some kind of tedium singularity.
To make a long fucking story short, I put a whole bag of jelly beans up my ass.
Hey, be affiliate. Thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Don Gamer 211 Twitch, your favorite host from the East Coast. Today, bringing you more Final Fantasy 14 Endwalker, more patch 6.15 content. I'm not really doing the crafting stuff. I don't have any crafting classes that really developed. I didn't really focus on that ever since Realm Reborn. But right now, I'm playing 14, so I'll be doing the other stuff. Last we left off, we left often the missions involving Omega. Hold on, I got a quick message here. Let's see what this is. Hello, what's up? Hey. I got a message here on a whisper. Sorry. Okay, so check out all my socials in the panels down below. Follow me on Instagram for memes and pictures. Follow me on my Twitter for stream updates and just conversation. I like to build my community in there as well. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I've been uploading my past streams on here, except for certain ones because of maybe muted audio issue, like my Kingdom Hearts live playthrough, Kingdom Hearts 3 playthrough, which got heavily muted, so I couldn't do it. But you can basically see my content there. It's up there forever. And you know, if you want to leave a donation, you're welcome to. It's always very much appreciated, not demanded of, but always very much appreciated. And I would like to bring, depending on the amount of donations you get, I like to put it back into, if I can, put it back into my, personally, I would like to invest it in either a, one of those, Elgato webcam, a better cam than this one, or I might, like I've said before, I didn't say this before, but I want to bring a Retro Wednesdays to my channel, so I want to get one of those hybrid HDMI multi-console things that you can get for, but one for retro video games like SNES and NES games. So I want to bring a Retro Wednesdays to this channel, so it goes back and supporting the channel. So yeah. Hold on, I got another message. Oh, okay. I was getting whispers from someone. Anyways, without further delay, let's get straight into the game. Here we go. This is where we last left off. What's that name? Alright, someone's messing me on whispers. So, I'm just, right now, I'm just kind of getting this. I'm going to talk to Omega here. What's he keeps messaging me about? Asking me questions. Let's talk to Omega. Teleportation successful. Evaluating immediate environs. A cold weather region by Earth standards, but significantly less extreme than a star with ice planet classifications. The body should not be unduly impacted, in contrast to Alpha and his uncontrollable shivering. My frame appears highly resistant to low temperatures. Retrieving data records indicate the remnants of the contingent force and a number of Imperial citizens yet inhabit this location. We must speak with representatives from both factions and explore their respective attitude, but proceed. Omega will come. Yes, I know this. They're accompanying me. Someone's messaging me to answer their questions. I suspect they might be a bot or someone trying to saying they want to promote me, but will require me to pay them money just to promote me a little bit, and just probably I've gotten these before. They're trying to offer. It's like they're trying to get you to buy a service so they can offer you followers somehow, but you know that. Likely it's just all bots, so if that's what they start doing, I'm just gonna put them on ignore. I want to see you. Yeah, I've seen this. I know this is going. You're not good. No, I'm blocking this guy right now. Every time I'm not good. I'm doing fine. I'm better than... I'm not gonna buy followers and subscribers. Fuck that. Figured that's what the guy was doing. I just blocked him. I'm not dealing with these scam artists trying to get money out of me. They're just gonna give me fake followers. I'm not doing that. I mean, if he wants to shout me out and do that and promote me like just like that, that's fine. But I'm not gonna pay money just for him to send me fake followers. Like, I'm good. He's like, you're not good. Like, fuck that guy. This. Okay, here we go. Sorry to waste you guys' time. I'm getting to it. Alright guys, we gotta talk to over here. Resistance delegate. I'm gonna just kind of see how things are progressing. Have you? I can't speak for the overall strategy, but communication with the locals has become a downright easier since Julius and the soldiers stepped in to help. Oh, we'll see. Oh, we still face our fair share of distrust. Of course, some folks even think we're enslaving minds with our foreign magics. We have Anima to thank for putting that idea in their heads. But all things considered, I'd say we're doing pretty well establishing an open dialogue with some first big step. Query, you consider this level of progress acceptable? The reality of your efforts falls far short of the ideal. If your aim is to provide efficient soccer to the local populace, then absorbing some numbers into your command structure will be the optimal path. Oh, I wouldn't want to go that far. We're not looking to take over their nation. If we're to do this the right way, we need to recognize and respect each other's way of life. So, while it may not be the easiest solution, I agree with the contingent, slow and steady approach. I'm just happy to be saving lives. Hey, let's talk to this person over here now. Get on my mount. It's not far, but I want to go faster than this. Here we go. Emaciated always. A shadow from the past. Yes, I know you from Victor's spoils. Have you come to laugh at me? I read you chose to lose Lucina and her sister rather than accept your help. The fool who ended up reliant upon your charity nonetheless. Well, perhaps I deserve your duration. My compatriots securely scorn my failed conviction. I have shamed my people and have brought dishonor upon my nation. I am no better than a kept beast. My pride sold the bald feed. But my soul, nay, that you shall not have. I refused your honeyed offers of a new home. The land is where I belong, and this is where it's meant. You demonstrate opposition to the contingent's overseer. On what basis do you refuse their cooperation? The data suggests the local populace is struggling to produce the bare minimum of sustenance. Have you some secret strategy for survival, or do your orders compel you to accept their misfortune? What? Must I be mocked by a magic toy now? No, I have no secret strategy, no binding orders, but comport myself as any true Garlean patriot would, uncompromising, unbending. Blast it all. Once again, this input is unaccepted, unanticipated. Let's just move aside and process what we've heard. Ascending the analysis recorded data, integration complete. I have evaluated the most recent input and made compressions to our discoveries in Razahan. Consistent only in their inconsistencies, the response from both contingency members of Imperial Citizens were highly irrational. Conversely, any Omicron, considering their predicaments, would have echoed my assessment exactly. The divergence from self-evident logic is key. Hypothesis: the illogical relationship between the would-be saviors and suffering populace is another result of a unpredictable natural moral hearts. But any property or the ability has inherent advantages and disadvantages. Yet never have I encountered such a unique determinant. It appears that those who share your metaphysical capabilities are prone to complicating simple cognitive process. An undesirable quality. I will, however, persist in furthering an understanding on the subject. Alpha. My stomach hurts. Shouldn't have ate that ice cream earlier. Prior to formulating our next step, I wish to know who is the Lucina and Imperial mentioned. Knowledge summarized insufficient data on foreign culture resulted in inevitable and ultimately fatal action. I witnessed such self-destructive behavior during the course of our planetary conquests. Overwhelmed enemy forces would voluntarily withdraw into perilous regions, leading to a succession of inevitable losses. Technical data request. I wish to learn about burial customs. Practice has ever seemed nonsensical, but new data suggests it arises from the same source of your current occasions. Take me to the Sears burial site and it may aid understand. Boop boop. What? Did he shut down? Emergency delivery system compromised. Core temperature critically low. Warning: immediate heating required. Request apply friction to power frame. I think the cold got to him. Temperature nominal energy level stabilizing. The creators of the model must have experienced impaired cognitive reasoning during the design process. Upon our return, I will request additional climate shielding as well as an accurate temperature sensor array. This will not affect my combat ability capabilities, but should improve my basic survival rate. Confirming the self-destination in which direction the visitors find Victor's spoils. But acknowledged. Alpha, you were to remain in close proximity, close enough to envelop me in your feathers. You're permitted to carry me on your back if you choose. I better not have to walk all the way there. Okay, good, I don't. Riding XIV. Oh, for those that haven't already heard or just got here, I am going to be streaming the Summer Game Fest tomorrow, starting at 2 p.m. Actually, the stream technically starts at 1:50, but that's the countdown, just like I did with every stream. But the stream of the stream I'm streaming off of, yes, I'm taking the stream I'm showing is from the Summer Game Fest coming up, and it starts at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. That's when the stream that I'm streaming on my channel starts. So basically, I'm streaming a stream that. And that's what I'll be doing. So just to let you guys know. If you're looking forward to that, feel free to tune into my channel. I'll be offering some commentary here and there, some comments about what I think about it. My friend is also streaming it. I just hope he can get it to work right. He has some problems with streaming. Since the last time recently got it to work properly, but it still causes problems. Oh, what if it's his family? Flip a deceptively deep snowdrift almost defeated me, but we have successfully arrived at the location and decided, but caution advised. I don't know, the individual appears to be investigating the object on your interest. You're an Asian champion, aren't you? Merely assuming. Oh, I never introduced myself, did I? I am Manny, a soldier of the First Legion and comrade of Julius. Perhaps you remember me from Tertium. We spoke about collecting beryllium again later on, after Lone Quintus had passed. Manus explanation requested. What is the reason for your presence here? This must be the tiniest magic tech I know. It's just an oddly shaped communicator, isn't it? In any case, I have nothing worthy to report. I heard that the sisters who used to live here, sector, were buried here, so I thought I'd come pay my respects. I found out as they told me the story, complete with profuse apologies. though they were adamant that no amount of remorse could erase the tragedies what come to pass. Not that my fellow soldiers and I are in any place to judge. We were manipulated, fooled into starting an insurrection, which led to the country's death, countless deaths among our own countrymen. Objection: the casualties occur through your infighting and are distinct direct from those caused by the Spartan contingent. To restate, you are justified in seeking restitution from our contingent for causing the deaths of listening to necessary retaliation damages sustained or also other. I can deduce two reasons why you are not intended hostilities with the others and his allies. One, you judge the remaining forces of weakened contingent effective the contingent must have competent the issue. I mean, which of this is correct? Well then, when you lay it out like that, I'm afraid my answer isn't like to win any medals. But would you mind keeping this to yourselves? There's the unspoken thought that we're outmatched on the battlefield, certainly, but the real reason I'm not demanding restitution has little to do with the weighing the odds. The simple truth is, I'm so caught up with simple survival that I've no strength to spare past grievances. The same goes for avenging my comrades we've lost, be that my brothers in arms or Lord Quintus himself. Although it seemed everyone in his opinion about the manner of his passing, some say he should have fought until the end, that he abandoned us to the enemy. Others praise him for taking the full burden of responsibility and freeing us to walk our own path. I don't know who's right and who's wrong, but I'm inclined to side with the latter. He gave us a choice of freedom, and that choice I made. I could cry and rant and rage, but what would be the point? I save my energy for worrying about my next meal, my next task. The space between soundtrack. I need to focus on the ones left behind and making some kind of life for my comrades and me. And if I need to learn on the lean on the contingent to do that, then that's what I'll do. Even if their aid comes at a price, I'm willing to pay it. Even amongst your own, there are times when cooperation demands compromise. When what matters on the outside. Besides, I think I could grow like Alpha and Alzay. They've reached out to us with kindness and compassion from the very beginning. Summation, you desire to survive and should you mean allying with Clinton was a feeling you already harbored. That your side had committed worse atrocities was a logic you invented later justified the reason. Blunt but accurate. I suppose the heart is honest in what it wants, even if the mind takes a while to reconcile a decision. Well, this has been oddly theatric, but I must return to my duties. There are wild beasts to call, watchfires to light, supplies to transport. Even without an emperor, there's no rest for an imperial. Be well and stay safe. What Omega says, I'm surprised it triggered something. Probably because they know he's a machine. Flip. Upon review of recent input, I have arrived at an unexpected conclusion. Let's see what it is. I have been formulating my assessment of the premise that it was man who commanded the strength of his heart, but data suggests the opposite is true. The surge of the spirit of feelings, of emotions can entangle your thoughts to such a degree that even control over your own behavior is compromised. It seems to me most counterproductive specification. This also explains why my interactions with moral subjects has produced more confusion than clarification. It presumes a form of a barrier to understanding. Speak to Omega at Victor's School. But my earlier hypothesis has been borne out. The suboptimal operations being conducted here as a result emotionally compromised reasoning. I am ready to progress to my third and final query. I will learn more about those referred to as ancients. Asians. It is clear that these group was a critical factor in the final days, but the information contained in the report was insufficient to form review. The liberals are creations of the ancients and are said to maintain repositories of their knowledge, but my calculations, the base of these moon dwellers will provide the best source of additional data. Teleport us up to the barrel Aurelius and will perfectly before my battery freezes over. On. Okay. Okay, go right now. Yep, we're on the moon. Cool. Flip your teleportation spell was successful. We appear to have arrived at the location described in Bestway's Burrow. An inspection of the technology in use here would give me detailed insight into the ancients in their civilization. This body, however, lacks my previous frame's advanced observational functionality. I will require external assistance. No, it can't be. Oh, it's you! Oh, Aurelius, I missed you so. Ask, what's that you brought with you? I saw featherly vision. Movement out, fluffed, pack up the moon, it's all over. Why bother with burrow building bunnies when you could walk around with an adorable even engineer? Bake me into a pie and you're done with it. Wrong way. Inspect our inventions? Wait, so you're not done with this? I wasn't really worried, of course, and I certainly wasn't about to roll myself into dough and dive into a Cooking Ways new oven. If a tactical breakdown is what you need, then I am your leopard. As a resident atmospheric regulation expert, I can field any question of query you might care to pose. Flip, acceptable. I will employ this being to guide me around the facility. Your presence is not mandatory, even locked within the current chassis. I am still an automated construct that has endured hundreds of your life cycles. I am capable of completing my simple objective alone. No, it literally looks like Alpha always looks like it goes like this. Hold on, just objective complete. Was the tour helpful? Affirmative. I observed a representative cross-section of Leopold's engineering pathways. My guide required more time to confirm the answer of certain questions, but overall we made an efficient progress. Conclusion: extrapolating from the fraction of technology of display in full spectrum of the ancients, advancements was at minimum equivalent to a level for civilization. A fact which demands further investigation. Despite establishing the near ideal society, that beings nevertheless labored a weakness which invited self-destruction. Studying them, I stand to gain a greater understanding of Sir's anomalous decision. Growing way informed me that another type of ancient-made entity exists upon this satellite, one they call the Watcher. I was to speak to him. Flip the converser, your ether will ride this Argos to our destination, as you suggested. You mean I have to fly there on the Argos? At least I can fly here. I was thinking I had to go all the way up there. Well, I had to walk. I remembered I could fly in here. Okay, Najee, I'll meet you in Discord. Wait, I thought I was already in there. Hello?
Yeah.
What's up? What's up?
Dude, I'm here.
Yeah, I hear you.
What's
Can
up?
you hear me?
I'm switching to my PC. Okay.
Okay, well, I'm here to talk if you want to talk a little bit. I'm just reading some commentary.
Yeah. Okay.
Just reading some dialogue. That's all I'm really doing.
Alright.
Huh? Why do you leave the chat? Why'd you leave the chat?
Oh yeah, I joined my PC version of this because
Okay.
my phone version didn't work anymore.
All right.
But I was just streaming. I'm watching right now. We support channel. So go see your stream. Okay.
Yeah, I got like someone messaged me before called Be Affiliate, right? And they're like, hi, how's you doing? Good. How's your stream? Good. And he's like, how are you affiliate? Like, no. Then he starts talking like how those certain people offer a service for money. Like, hey, basically,
a scam.
yeah, I know it's a scam, but like, I already know the conversation pattern. They start like this and they ask how you do, and then they kind of get into like saying, I offer certain services, which they want you to pay them money just to promote your stuff or bring you followers. Which a lot of times, even if I do get followers, they'll probably just be bot accounts, right? So I'm not going for it, and I'm like, I'm good. Then they're like rudely say you're not good, and I'm like, and so I block them.
Yeah, but good. Yeah.
Yeah, I suspected that was what they would do anyway. They always they try to make you feel bad if you're not doing their service. No professional does that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I blocked them right away. Enough of them.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah. Cool. I'll block them. Block those trolls or those scammers. Sorry.
Yeah, okay, let's start with bloop. Impendence detected. The creature identified as Argos refuses to acknowledge my presence. Thus, upon arrival, Growing Way expressed concern that he had been outfluffed. This suggests the existence is fluff-based hereditary. My station in such a system would be predictably low, but Argos is adamant in ignoring me. Even Alpha, its fluffiness level is impossible to gauge. Argos turns to you with an impassive gaze. It seems like you need to intervene. I made him happy, it looks like. Argos gives an unseparated snort before mentioning, monitoring into his bag. It seems you have permission to climb on board. You have secured the creature's permission. Curious if is it your fluffy tail which provides such extraordinary standing in the bleep. I have allowed myself to become distracted. Let's continue on the weather. Oh good, it took us straight to where we had to go instead of having to walk.
Oh boy. Okay.
I'm just doing mission stuff. Anything
Cool.
you need to say?
I'm just chilling today because I just got back out from. I just been out since my long way doing stuff. Also, I took my
Yeah.
girlfriend today. So my girlfriend's doing good.
That's good.
Yeah, I meant to tell her that you said hi. So
Yeah.
you know.
I was
Well,
amazed. What a rare thing for me to bowl to this crowded, How may I ask service of you? Hello, Watcher. My purpose here is to learn more about the ancients. I would know their deeds, their philosophies, the very nature of their hearts. I would understand why the final days was visited upon the home star. A worthy endeavor, but there is another better suited to assisting you with that task. Perhaps you might favor us with a tale. You might favor us with a tale or two of the ancients you met during your travels, Amelis. My fragmented memories would be a pale substitute, indeed, for the clearly of your more recent experience. Yes, I have. I can envision your every detail. Your meeting with Vinette, and Isolde and Iphidoleus, the sorrow and determination of Hermes. I am a creation of Highland, and as such, I believe the age of the ancients would fade and be forgotten. Yet knowing that their memory lives so vividly within you, it brings me great joy. I pray you keep them close to your heart. At the time of your journey to the past, the one whose essence I embody would have been the scholar Andir. A shame he has risen. He had you reason to go there. Perhaps you might have met. As a man of learning, he was firm friends with Vinette. They spent long hours trading theories or debating the laws of the universe. I remember joining her faction as the final days bore down upon us, yet of the events surrounding that tragedy I recall precious little. Highland wished for the people of your age to decide that their own path, thus I suspect my recollection is limited by design. Yet even she could not cut away the persistent memory. I feel most distinctly his sadness and what was come to pass, that in common Highland's heart, Vinette would forever stand apart from the people she so loved. If she were so resolved in her convictions, then he too would share her sleepless vigil over the future yet to unfold. This was the vow he made to Vinette as her transformation took hold. His fervent wish must have reached her in some fashion, for though his life was drained away by the summoning, he was reborn with new form and new purpose when I awoke as a watcher of the moon. And you heard, Emilius, you felt, you thought, and in seizing the future for yourself, you have brought full circle the saga which Vinette began. What you accomplished was no divine miracle, it was but the beacon of hope passed down from one generation to the next, a succession of wishes and prayers, reshaping the star into the world we know you deserve. You have our deepest gratitude. I thank you not only as myself, but as the man I once was, and on behalf of those who devoted themselves to Vinette's vision. Bloop bloop.
Ooh.
I understand the facts of your story, Emilius, but not how you have chosen to process them. On what grounds do you speak of Vinette with such fondness? By sundering the world, she ultimately guided your kind to victory, yet in doing so caused irreparable damage to the individual's members. The full scale of that act is beyond calculation. It is evident, however, that it resulted in the protracted period of suboptimal existence for Emerselk and his brethren. Query: if the survival of your kind is deciding factor in your evaluation, then should you also admire Hermes and his decision to subject men to a trial, forcing you to change or perish, as was the fate of countless civilizations before you? From my perspective, his determination was similar to that of the Omicron's ancestors, those who first begin trading flesh and machines so that our people might stand against the onslaught of aggression from other races. What did you say, Naji?
Just check it.
Oh, I'm fine. I'm just reading what's on the screen.
Cool.
It was an unprecedented attempt accomplished by much failure and sacrifice. Their early experiments were crude, primitive. Had they not made those first advances, however, we would have remained vulnerable to our environment. The violence would have utterly consumed us. And what of Emerselk himself? Judging by your retelling, he was a benevolent ally saddled with tragic fate. Yet I remember the years when my instruments fed me data from events across the entire star. During that time, I witnessed his Ascians engineer multiple instances of cataclysmic strife. These calamities, as you know them, were responsible for planet-wide destruction. A man whose endgame relied upon the extinction of all modern mortals must by definition be your worst enemy. Hard question to answer. I require an answer. As a being of heart and soul, how do you clarify each of these pivotal figures? From your perspective, which of them is the most justified in their actions? Do I have to answer them? They were all justified in their own way. Oh. I think I understand. You seek a definitive answer, yet based on our experiences, Emilius and I might develop very different opinions. In the same fashion, you are free to form your own thoughts on the matter. Do not be so swift to consider them without merit. True. I do not have my own thoughts on the matter. I assess this situation with the same logic pathways available to every Omicron. Even if thousands of Omicrons were asked to analyze the same event, they would all return the same result, regardless of individual experiences. This is no strength to be found in personalizing reasoning. Nonetheless, I find your input valuable, recording data alongside interview results. This conclusions my investigation into the combined elements of the final day's report. I will reinitialize the accomplished information and examine the factors which led to Sire's incomprehensible decision. Let's return to Thamazin. Sorry, Najee. The reason why I sound like I'm talking like a machine is because the character talking on the screen is a machine. You alright?
Yeah, I'm okay, man. I'm okay.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm reading about a character's response, but the character's a character called Omega, and he's a machine, right? He's trying to understand the function of the mortal heart, and basically what drives a person, their ambition, their beliefs, and he's having a hard time comprehending because he's a machine. But that, well, I mean, technically, though, in games like this, they come to understand, they become a better understanding of what drives a human being, but like you know, the part you can't understand is he thinks along the lines of logic and calculation, not so much what a person would think. Like, it's all predetermined calculation. Like, I would be interested if someone ever created an AI that could actually understand and evolve at a natural level, right, rather than just say pre-programmed. But the problem with that is each one of its reactions and how it would have to be programmed to a degree to where it could probably pick one of any option to conclude something, right? So, like, but then again, you could argue the human mind is programmed a certain way too, depending, but it usually depends based on how it's raised, what its experiences are. But when it comes to most things like basic instinct, it's all the same. So you come to multiple solutions, but the same things like instinct remain the same, and the same thing with animals, you know.
Yeah.
It's a deep discussion. I don't have too much good insight on. I'm just saying, like, it's going back to Labyrinthos. One hour in. Yeah, Final Fantasy's not really this game for me. At least when I stream it, doesn't get a lot of turnout for people watching.
Oh, you know I always support you, right?
No, I know you support me. I'm just saying. Usually, yesterday I got up to 4 visitors like towards the end of the stream, and then we dropped down to 3 and then 2 again. But usually, I've done other streams like Halo that I've gotten like 5 or 6 viewers, and like they came within the first hour or so. You know, it's a fun game though. I like playing Final Fantasy. Right now, I'm playing it mainly is to do the extra story content. I'm also playing as a bit of filler until my next playthrough of some other game. You know, I'm thinking of doing Borderlands. And by the way, I decided to re-download Wolfenstein: A New World Order. After all,
Or is it now?
I haven't
Yeah,
played.
you can't play it.
I downloaded it off the Epic Games Store on PC.
Tomorrow it's gonna be a side one, man.
What?
New game. It's a surprise.
We're not getting a new game at the event. Yeah, I see there's predictions. I've seen some predictions. I also downloaded Rogue Company for free on Epic Games Store.
Do you mean you play it now? Well,
I haven't played Rogue Company. I've never played it, but I've seen it played though. It's basically like a battle royale sort of a game, right? You actually, it should be available to you for you too if you want to download it. If you can play it though, that's perhaps hardware.
I can play it. I can add the download drivers for my PC though.
Yeah, plan to ask you all about it in the mystery transmission. Besides, I'm afraid something urgent has come up. Seems one of our Ironworks associates has fouled up on the job elsewhere, and guess he needs Wedge and me to rush and there's an airship already waiting for us out in the harbor. In fact, do you think you could escort us over there? Talk as we walk. Flip. Acceptable. I am fully capable of speech during a position. Figured it might be. Right, let's get to move on.
Wait, I wonder if that's
So we
gonna
clear up all the
work.
points of confusion then?
We can print this video, see what happens. Convert this video. Where's that video?
I had mistakenly classified your intangible heart as the ability of some kind. An uncanny power that Omicrons could neither learn nor even measure. Even now, its full nature yet eludes my comprehension. Based upon our investigation, however, I decided to alter my decision. A phenomenon which influences one's interpretation of reality. That is as close as the answer I have found. So far from the mark, though. Accordingly, Cyrus' actions upon meeting Medion strongly indicate the presence of a heart. Sure did not follow routine logic, but formulated an independent assessment based on the reality it perceived. It felt that the best recourse for the Omicrons was to cease their expansion and terminate all function. I want to see what this message was. Oh, here's our ship. Aye, we need to be going, but first, I'll hold you to your bargain, Omega. It's time you told us what the transmission of the flight slugs. Acknowledge, I will uphold the terms of our agreement. The recording salvaged from the writing note was a simple one. The message is so basic, in fact, that the time spent listening to it may result in a net loss of value. Still, I'll continue. Now you're just teasing us. Tell us the message already. Acknowledge, converting dialogue console to local language. Whoever receives this message out there in the vast reaches of the cosmos, to someone I hope who looks up at the stars with the same wishful gaze as mine. Oh, I think I know this. You, I say, forge ahead. May all our tomorrows be blessed with joy. Was that? I think I know what that's from. Oh, that's sweet. The message has no designated recipient. It lacks purpose. The concept of joy is overly abstract. The vocal supplication to manifest said joy is unrealistic in the optimism. Yet based on their expression, my assessment of the transmission value conflicts with its apparent impact. And still, I fail to understand you, sir. Your heart still confuses me. Was termination of every correct course? How do you arrive at that conclusion? It defines all attempts at reasoning. I was designed to evolve. If I continue to learn, the probability that I will eventually comprehend this phenomenon is greater than zero. So I will put the dilemma of your decision aside for now. And continue my existence upon this distant star. As I dwell among these many life forms, so will I continue to piece together the shape of their mortal hearts. I must document their progress. Your contribution to my education is appraised merely as indeed I have assumed a saturated quantity of valuable data. Now that our negotiated business is complete, however, Alpha and I will return to traveling the world. Drawing recent experience, I am confident we can expand the radius of our ventures by a significant margin. We need not limit ourselves to Eurasia. I am now familiar with Charlians and Razathan. I would also like to revisit the freezing climates of Garlium. I neglect the interact basing the wedge to upgrade my climate shielding. But I will reward my request to Deputy President Jesse, engaging abolition in parroting situations around Milius. Alpha gives a vigorous shake and draws forth a scrap of paper under his wing. Whee!
Oh.
No, it's something in the game, Nachi. Qua.
That's part.
Simsy wants you to have it. Perhaps it's a way of thanking you. Oh, the music. Okay. Swiftly, Alpha. The road is long and we barely begun our journey. Okay, Naji. You got my attention.
So what's up?
Oh, not much. Just chilling out, playing some Final Fantasy, streaming. You know, everything pretty much stated before. Let's see. Point 15. Try this. This is where I gotta go. Let's see. Got this. Beyond the Rift. Whatever. The side store's been added. Sleeping Gentleman, got that one. Custom deliveries. This is the Beast Tribe. Let's go to talk to Tartaru. I'll be right back. I use the bathroom, Naji. I'm back.
It's good to be back. Where's my... Oh, you know, wait a minute.
Rotaro's Grand Endeavor. Should I do that next? Twitch needs better policies or better policies. I mean, I agree with the TOS in terms of not allowing speech that cites violence and like prejudice behavior, right?
Yeah,
But the problem is literally anything can be interpreted. But the problem is a lot of times a lot of that can be interpreted as anything, right? Someone could be talking about something that is true, and maybe they're talking about a subject, and they're not saying anything offensive, but because someone didn't like it, right? Or they can make you can even say it's negative about something. Maybe it's a negative take, but it's not like discriminatory or inciting anything. They could take that and say, well, you violated our terms of service because it can be used in incite. Like they take like or like in some situations how they kind of they'll ban a lot of streamers. Like a small streamer, if they show their skin a little bit, they'll get, if their shirt comes off, they'll get a ban. But then a big streamer will only get a temporary ban and come back later. There's a lot of streamers that get temporary bans like that, which they're not equally enforcing the rules. And in some of these things, like the some of these rules can basically you can take anything and interpret it as that is some sort of incitement, right? You know what I mean, Najee? I think YouTube's the same way. Like you do something that's technically not that, but like the people interpret it as though you're doing that, and they'll report you. And then sometimes Twitch won't even review the report; they'll just say you got reported and delete your account. Steven had that happen to him with his old channel. Like Jody reported his old Twitch account years ago. Reported his Twitch account, and he had like a lot of followers and watchers. And he lost it for months, and it wasn't until recently, like just last year, the beginning of this year, that he got his Twitch back years later.
Wait,
by that time, Jody reported Steven's old Twitch channel under false pretenses, right? And got his Twitch account banned. He only got it back after years of it being deleted recently, because like even when you try to report you've been falsely banned, unless you're like a big content creator, a lot of times Twitch won't even regard you. Like they might get your case eventually, but they take their sweet time doing it. And for him, it took years to get his account back. And dude, like one of the biggest reason why Jody's not in the servers anymore is like we had to remove him because he was basically being a jerk towards Steven after a while. Hear me? Yeah, dude, yeah. He was. I mean. He did other stuff that annoyed me. I liked him until he started treating Steven that way, right?
Yeah, I know.
And he's supposed to be a friend of Steven. Like Steven stopped talking to him after that. They live in the same state, but he's not even talking to him anymore. Dude, like fucking Jody came over to my YouTube channel, left a negative comment, say I suck, my content sucks, and all my friends are. He called him the F word. You know the word, the FAG.
Yeah, no, man.
Yeah. He did that. So what happened is I reported it, but also what it basically like he got his YouTube channel has gone now. It was a small YouTube, didn't have many problems, but he left that comment, and that's against the YouTube terms of service. You can't leave comments like that. And I wasn't gonna put up with this bullshit, you know. Like literally everything he said to me on my channel had nothing to do with me. Basically at the end of the day, his falling out was with Steven because of Jody's own actions, right? He brought it on himself, right? And Steven did the only thing he could do, right? But he's picking a fight with me on my channel, like so. Basically, he's going after Steven's friends, which I hate when people do that. They go after your loved ones and friends. It's a form of indirect attack. Like it's petty and it's immature and stupid. Like that. I didn't like when he did that. Like, I hate it when people do that. Kind of like, what was it? What was the whole situation with the Actman? How he was pouring Quantum TV, and then Actman called his house and harassed his mother.
Yeah. Oh, but that recently happened.
Yeah, dude, I heard Actman's video, YouTube removed the Actman's video basically criticizing Quantum TV, which according to the terms of service, you're allowed to criticize things. But the thing is, like, I guess they basically, I guess they were reported for indecency and nudity. There was nothing like that in that video. I saw that video. There was no nudity in that video. Like, they basically, what probably happened is he got mass flagged by Quantum TV supporters, and they falsified his video and he lost his video. But like, YouTube is not doing things according to how they're supposed to go.
Yeah, I knew it's gonna happen.
Yeah, dude. First they let him keep his platform after hate speech. Then they delete the Actman's video. Like, they deleted Quantum TV. Got his he gets to keep his channel as ban evading multiple times, even though despite like multiple occasions of hate speech.
I knew it happened to yesterday. That
on. I had a feeling something. I had a feeling they were gonna do that too a little bit. I thought about it briefly.
what happened? The whole thing.
Oh no, I just knew it probably happen. Like, he probably loses video. Because it seems like YouTube is not really doing good well on enforcing their rules. Was it? Oh. Dude, no, dude. They literally, apparently EDP is back on YouTube.
You mean that guy with
EDP, the dude that apparently was going to meet an underage girl about a cupcake, but really he openly admitted to the people that caught him in the act that he wanted to have sexual relationship with like a girl he thought he was 13. I was like, what the fuck, bro? Predatory, man. This Predator is crazy, dude.
Yeah, YouTube. I just do way.
Well, he's likely not going to be able to keep his YouTube. They probably don't really realize he's back, or at least haven't, or they're not doing anything about him. I don't know. On news. Game and tech news, anime news, animation. Oh, there's I haven't read the article about posting animation news right on the server. Apparently, Ghostbusters animated series in the works on Netflix.
I'll make a video about that after I do my mom. So what's that?
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't read the article, so I'm not sure if it's. In Netflix, a lot of times they don't really create a really good show.
I mean, animated or
no,
live action?
Animated or anime live action adaptation. They usually don't really create a good show. Like, if they have an animated, like say Seven Deadly Sins, that's a good one. But that wasn't
That's a video.
Yeah, but that video. Yeah, hang on. They can sometimes have good anime episodes on there. But their interpretations of these anime shows, and their versions of it, are usually kind of suck, you know.
Oh, I guess you want to say
it's garbage. They're garbage a lot of times. I heard about the Death Note live action adaptation. Oh my god.
What's still happening? What?
They changed everything about Elm, and from what I hear, they made him a bumbling idiot compared to how he is in the show. They changed his They didn't just change. They didn't make. Okay, the actor that made the act. I'm not sure the actor played really well. They just made the actor play a bumbling idiot instead of someone like L. I haven't actually watched Death Note, but I've seen people watch it. It looks. My cousin watch it, and L's not a bumbling idiot. He's eccentric, but not a bumbling idiot.
Okay.
Right.
Right.
Eccentric at best. I have to share this around the servers.
Which one?
Discord's response time on my computer is a little bit slow. There's a little bit of lag there, input lag.
Did you try to fix it? Wait, to fix your response?
Yeah, I restarted my whole computer was having issues yesterday, and I had to restart it.
Don't tell me that's what you said again, or
I don't know. It was a glitch that happened on my computer, and it seemed most of the issues right now is like a lag with Discord. When I go to scroll down, it takes a minute to respond. I'm not sure if that's my computer or that's the I hope it's not the computer, mainly. I'm hoping it's just Discord being stupid. And then they give us my computer, then I'm gonna have a problem. Hold on, I'm gonna actually do a quick virus scan on my computer right now, just in case.
Just
Run a smart scan. Smart scan. Okay, I'm gonna go talk to Tartaru now. Yeah, so my YouTube hasn't grown for a long time now.
oh, maybe it's, how about
I'm regularly uploading my past streams to YouTube, right? It's just that it seems like each video gets less and less views each time, and it hasn't gone up from 41 subscribers for like over 5 months.
That's strange. That's weird.
No, dude, it partially is my fault. It's partially my fault because I stopped uploading with frequency. So anyone that's probably watching, even though they get many views on average, probably stopped watching or tuning in as much. But even when I went back, but it's never recovered, right?
Yeah.
On small business, big dreams. Mahadijina seems ordinary eager to speak with you. Okay. Okay, here we go. Amelia Simon, welcome. I'm Mahadijina, assistant shopkeeping apprentice seamstress here at Tartaro's boutique. I thought you remember my face. I am merely one of many who owe you our
Oh
lives.
wow.
What?
It was weird.
What?
The person who made Miss Marvel as a you know, you know that word that the new Miss Marvel? Come on, Con.
I don't know about the Comic-Con thing.
No, come on, Miss Marvel, the new Miss Marvel, the
I don't know about I've seen the commercials though.
well, talking about her, it's a good change or a bad change. It's some views to the comic books.
Yeah. I take my friends. I merely want to owe you my life. I have my gratitude. Save me the day in Elven Rim.
I'll be back, Phil. Okay.
Alright, you're too kind, and while I hate to ask more of you, please say that you're here to assist Mr. Charles Never. Not yet, but he soon shall. Whatever would we do without your pensions returning up precisely when you're needed? Not to make the long story of our solventry short, we've recurred the resources to produce the new design developed in cooperation with guilds near and far in a sufficient query to meet rising demands. We shan't rest on our laurels, however, to serve passing adventurers and the occasional intrepid stallion is all well good, but we're hardly taking the world by storm. Which, like yourself, we must look forward to new horizons. The science proved the cooperation of a star-wide scale it is possible, and we would be fools not to capitalize on that to build a grandest trade network in history of Heideland. All the greatest good, of course. Yes, this is a wonderful opportunity to bring people together. I think back to the incredible moment when the Garlean army came to our rescue. Perhaps our efforts too will one day lead to a miracle like that which took place in Albenram. I have no doubt that they shall, but we mustn't expect such alliances to form themselves. We must be proactive, and who better to woo our future partners is comrades than our current number on customers, you. Otherwise, comrades in arms know that when it comes to good equipment and better ideas, few such as to keep eyes and venture extraordinaire. Even should they hesitate at first, I'm certain you can convince them using the samples I've prepared. I'll see what my mind is made up. Well, I see that my mind is made up. If you'll cover my exterior cosmetics, well, I see that my mind is made up. But of course, with your assistance, we'll have both coin and goodwill flowing in no time. Everything is falling into place. Where shall we send Amelia first? Well, don't you worry, I have it planned out. First, Limson Listen's SIN card has the bloody executioners working harder than the rest, so he is sure to appropriate extra spies. Next, Gridania, the Seed Seers are a source of trusted authority and insight into the shrouds, so we not miss the cultivating investment of Sena. I heard tell that he has some interest in affairs abroad, so the novelty of our samples may pursue him to our side. As for Ul'dah, I feel confident in pinning our hopes on Pippin. He's always been a stalwart ally, and it goes without saying that he has more than a little sway in the Sultanate. Oh, this is gonna fail horribly. In his involvement with the Immortal Flames Syndicate and the Colosseum, he's found use of his quality arcmountains. With that out of our way, Maldini, would you do the honors? Never let it be said that Tartator is stingy with her samples. Now, if you make your way to Limson and climb aboard Astelcia, I'm certain someone will point you to the SIM card's directions. I have my own avenues of inquiry to attend to, but I'll check in periodically to see how your journeys come along. Let's get into it. Quest accepted. Some walnuts here. Yeah, bro. Here we go. Long time since I've been here. Well, it's not another body of hot because I don't see why. Wait, there. Oh, bugger me. I didn't trust you with some. Seems busy. No rest for the wicked and all. We're getting so many shipping requests that we've hardly put down our since school. Sorry. You know, let's talk about that party was the whole world and being the best of them all or something. When this part made me see how small the world was. Or was compared to the real one standing next to the star's finest. I started to wonder if I had to brag about. Then the bloody executioners went and did me proud by bringing in a bigger goddamn haul and adamantite than anyone else would have. You and that new metalworks we've got going. The cobalts, it seems like that. Right time for the executioners to change their sails, so it would speak. But it's all to say that we've got wares for prominent. I'd happy to show them across the realm and beyond. Masterworks from Tartar to Portuguese guarantee the warrior light himself. Almost seems like a waste to wear them. Folk been lining up at the docks for these. Literally seeing as old Charlians only accessible by sea. Now, if you got yourselves a exclusive shipping contract. Aye, I see the course clear as day. Now that we just need to eliminate them on board. He's right, unless there's work to be done, but talk to him in that matter and he'll still owe me one of the keeping. He's sorry ours out of trouble, so I'll have him put me in touch with this savvy salesman type of content. I'll tell her I look forward to setting sail on this new tide of hers. May the winds change you guys. I mean, it's me. How goes your little venture thus far? Oh, Sincar's eyeing the shipping routes. Is he? All according to plan. Rest of our work only has just begun. I'll keep after my contacts while your work on Rahan. I hear he's not often in the city, but I doubt the mother Mione can sniff him out. To Gridania. A friend of mine. My name is Emilius. Stuck with a sudden craving for eel pie. Were you, or is it information you fancy? Oh yes, word of our seats comings and goings never fails to reach my ears. Hello?
I'm back.
Welcome back, Naji. I'm just reading something.
Alright, well,
I'm told that ever since he returned from the foray in Ishbar, he's been going back and forth between the neighboring tribes, settlements, and the Lotus Stand. You'll miss him if you make for one or the other, like as not. So I suggest you always him in the Blue Badger Gate. Yep, that's what I thought it was. Curious. That's why you're loitering at the gate, amazed in such an enormous sack. I met you piqued my interest to integrate the tradition of iniquity of guilds throughout these days. Such a fashion is a real small feat. As it happens, I'm in the midst of doing something similar myself, assuming I secure the other teacher's approval. You are doubtless aware the historical Gurnani has placed a piece of the 12 in on our covenant with the elementals above all else, often to the detriment of our relationship with other people. Yet much as we are one with the Shroud, as are we not also part of the Star Entire? Our ventures in Garlemald made plain the strength of a world united. This entire you can just reach the same truth. But perhaps you assumed you would seek me to talk me around me to the idea. If so, I apologize for the disappointment. If it's to any comfort, I nearly as surprised myself. No longer am I continent to hear the words of elemental alone. I wish to know the voices of man. Though our time in Garlemald has shown me that many ability to listen in averages are best. These horns may mark me as gifted in the 12 wood. Beyond, they inspire neither fear nor awe. I have been mistaken several times for a doll, and many may as well be one, for all the differences my status as Caesar makes those who want to soccer. Yes, 'twas that self-same insufficient that allowed me for the first time in my life to truly feel part of a greater whole. I am but one life among myriads upon this star. I dare say I should behave accordingly. We lack the elder CC shall agree. Tell Mrs. Tarlo that our gift is accepted with gratitude, and she'll also fight here more soon. Guess who did speak with Rahan yet? That sounds promising. I'm beginning to understand what makes our friend tick. We can discuss that later. You need to catch Pippin. Here his duties take him from Ul'dah once more. I believe he spends much of his time Coliseum, so perhaps you should visit the Gold Court. I'm awaiting your full report at the boutique. I feel like something's gonna go wrong here. Like, I'm expecting what's in the bag turns out to be like Garland outfits or something. It's like some kind of mix-up. It causes some sort of problem, but I don't know. The causing. Oh sure, let's go to Ul'dah.
Right. Oh my god.
Oh, that's I know what that is. This is where the costume is. I see Marshal Turpin currently engaged in another meeting, but I shall tell him that Lieutenant Seaman awaits his convenience. My apologies for keeping you waiting. I did not expect you here today. She's always offering quality material, is she? I hardly say no to that. Fits almost too perfectly with my plans for that flames. I have long striven for mastery of the blade. I acquired the trials of Ishabard, however, to truly see Tizona what it is. The fire that warmed the coldest night. The spark that ignites a blaze of hope. Most of all, an unbreakable testament to Father's faith in me. More ally than tool is a treasure beyond price. Does every soldier of the immortal flames not deserve allies such as this? Arms and armor remnant them of the fire product to help stand from the otherwise fall. Instead, works made possible only through the iniquity and dedication of allies across the star. May just sort inspire armaments we need. I anticipate that I will be sending along the order of custom equipment along in the meantime. Would you mind if I use these samples as a few trials here in Castilian? I have a feeling there's gonna be a twist with these. I want to see what these tires look like. I think we shall put them to use immediately.
I'm
Hello?
just gonna here and I need to tell you something.
What? What is it?
The new live action movie may be funny.
What
The
happened?
what?
new live action movie of My Hero Academia is coming to Netflix.
Oh,
Oh no.
am I?
Guess who's playing All Might?
You don't like it?
I was in theaters.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Let me guess.
Black Adam?
Is he gonna be Deku in it?
No, he's gonna be All Might.
Actually, that. Well,
It may be good, maybe not, depending on how the person.
I mean,
how they do it.
that's a good actor though. That's the thing. I mean, he may not. Maybe he can pull it off. I know he's a pretty good actor. He's done a lot of roles.
Yeah, I mean, the only one I really didn't care for out of him was Tooth Fairy.
Hey, I like
I'm Haven.
But I
Yeah.
wanted to tell you that it's coming to Netflix, so.
Yeah. Netflix has a tendency. I've told Ozzy, a tendency a lot of times ruin the adaptations.
Okay,
Yeah.
I have a question. Who I got the My Hero Academia poster and teaser, and I also got the Demon Slayer teaser. Make a movie about it. Demon Slayer movie.
Yeah. Well, he's talking about the live action, not the one that was in theaters.
No, I think a Demon Slayer movie. Can that happen?
It's hard to put it. A lot of people, it depends on who's doing it. If the creator of the movie decides to create the movie, but like have
Or something.
Disney host, or not Disney, have Netflix host it, it may be good. But a lot of these movies are not being created by the creators of the show.
They're not really overseeing it. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not overseeing it. That's where all these live action movies are falling apart. The only good one I actually liked, people may hate it, but I actually liked was Full Metal Alchemist. They got a lot of it correctly. They got a lot of it correct, the Japanese one, but the problem is that they didn't have the right actors to play it.
Yeah.
Well, I just wanted to tell you that, so I'll let you go.
Haven. No,
He's only he's only briefly jumping in. He wasn't gonna stick long.
I don't worry about Black Adam movie as best for tour. It's awesome. Okay,
Yeah.
you were saying?
Oh, I thought you were about to say something.
Oh, but say that sort of how was okay? So how was this story? I'm watching this right now. It's amazing, man. It's quality.
Yeah. Not really getting much
What is-
in terms of views right now though.
How come?
But I think it's because with Final Fantasy 14 it's a heavily saturated game with a lot of people playing it on Twitch. So like you get less views.
Wait till you play Final Fantasy. Yeah, Final Fantasy coming out next year in 2023.
That I want to try to play that. Yeah.
If they have a demo or beta, will you play it?
Have you played? Is there a demo out?
No. If you were to get a demo beta of the new game, from
I'll try it
PlayStation
out.
Network,
I'd try it out.
okay, will you stream it or no stream it on YouTube or Twitch?
I might just make a YouTube video of it because it may not be enough for a stream.
Oh man. You always I just do it. What's in my?
Oh yeah, Steven's not feeling good right now. That's why he's leave. Yeah, he only copped him to say a little bit, and he has to take care of his girlfriend. I guess he's not feeling good either. So they're tending to that. That's why they left. That's why he left. Otherwise, he probably would have stayed.
So I had to go.
He messaged you too?
Yes, I had to go.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, is he okay?
Read this thing dialogue here.
Okay.
As a child of Ul'dah, however, not strikes fear into my heart like the prospect of receiving valuable goods for free. I must insist you accept returning something. I must insist you accept something in return. Oh, Damn it! I skipped over the dialogue. I missed the entire thing. I've spoken with Tardu at some length about our past. You understand, in many ways, we are quite similar. As you may recall, her family was bankrupt when she was very young. A consequence of her father's business failing, they were forced to pull all their wealth towards paying off his debt and then some. One asset that reluctantly parted with was the necklace treasured by her mother, for which Tardo has long searched to no avail. Strangely enough, I recently discovered jewelry of the self's very same description, almost amidst a store of neglected Colosseum prices. Assuming it is the same piece, I should like to see it returned to her. It is significantly worse off than for having changed hands, though. The sapphire centerpiece remains almost undamaged. You may appreciate the sentiment nevertheless, but it's difficult to say. What do you think? Could we perhaps... True enough, though, if it to be a gift, I would prefer to at least clean it up a bit. In that case, I have considered asking the Goldsmiths Guild, but you ought to be able to return the necklace into a piece that Tartar would wear, if not precisely what she remembers. Imagine you will have the opportunity to pick up some other suitable materials as you travel. From there, it is merely a matter of unifying the pieces. Are you willing? Then I will have the sapphire. Then I will have the sapphire removed from its setting and sent to the boutique with all haste. I doubt even Tartar would dare open a private background package addressed to you. Best of luck in finding matching materials, and in your mensile endeavor, of course, may the traders guide you fortune fair. Hey, we found something that Tartaru may know about.
Okay.
Big Majani, Australian. Huh?
Oh, I'm back. I'm sorry, I did.
Welcome back.
So can I see your stream?
Yeah, go ahead and share my stream.
Do I know? On Facebook.
Yeah, this stream is, I'm trying to decide what I should do. I kind of want to do Borderlands 3, but I'm not sure I'm ready for that, you know?
I can always play with you. I got the game, you know? I can play with you, but like...
Well, I'm not talking about playing online. I want to play, like, story mode, so...
Okay. You can still like co-op also.
Yeah, I know. I just, I mean, maybe we could do that.
Yeah, maybe next time we can do that. 'Cause I got the game. I only need the Epic Games Store account, so you're a gamer tag, so that's where you can play it. Yeah, maybe some more people. Oh, but hey, we can play, or you know, it's up to you guys. What's the new game for tomorrow, Don? Cause I'll probably be Crisis.
What'd you say?
What's the new game gonna be on tomorrow? What's the new game for tomorrow?
Well, I'm not sure I'm gonna stream the new game tomorrow. I just
No, it's tomorrow's free game for Epic Games Store.
Huh? Oh, Epic Games Store? What game we got? Oh, the game announcements. Okay, I don't know. We'll have to see. I have to watch that prediction video if the net goes.
It's just
Can you say why not focus on that?
Oh,
I'll just
yes.
clean up help over here.
Something wrong with this.
That's quite alright, but do please keep your voice down. What if you were saying? It simply occurred to me that since you were gifted sapphire so readily, a partner's endeavor may wish to offer or something for her as well. With such gifts, you could turn the necklace into a memento of not just her past, the trials, but her present success as well. That's perfect. I hope this goes well. If our plans for the boutique proceed up past, we should soon have a more than enough tokens across seas. What do you think, Amelius? Oh well, if you're waiting for a little woman. I'm sure we discuss successful delivery on the samples, yes. Good to hear. How fares dear Pippin? No, you could come through, though I admit I was expecting to a whole host of mortal planes quite so soon. It goes to show that even the most hindered warriors can always learn a thing or two. I think according to Outline, a change as well tells an indication. Imagine that personal growth bodies well that for our network. Thank you for taking upon them. We must sort through all the current commissions before deciding who to approach next, but I know I can count on you ready where we are. Another part to this, or is this just part one of it? Let's see. Okay, yeah, I guess this is just part one. Dude, my quest, I forgot my quest says that. One of my quests says offer yourself as bait. Let's see, what else do we have? Running patch 6.2 Beach Tribes quest. This game will officially renamed Tribal Quest. A lot of... This is a long one. I'm getting tired. Let's see, what's today? Today's Wednesday? Yeah. Guys, sorry to just end my stream now. I'm feeling a little tired. I want to get some rest. I didn't sleep for too well last night. I slept, but I lost a few hours. Not my own fault. I had a soda when I shouldn't have, but I'm gonna continue the stream at another time. Maybe sometime tomorrow. I'll probably continue more Final Fantasy tomorrow. But before I even do the Final Fantasy stream, I'm gonna have a viewing of. The Summer Game Fest here on this channel, starting at 2. The stream kicks off at 1:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and the broadcast of the event starts at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So be sure to be here tomorrow if you want to watch that with me. Commentate over it. Might have some friends in Discord going on, so we're watching the event. So thank you for tuning in. Have a very good night. Peace out. Keep gaming real. Stay safe, everyone. See you around.